Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250. Try to make this short. The first time I recorded it was about 3 minutes long. That was way too long. So last night I recorded Valkyria Chronicles 2, or streamed it more accurately. The game went great. The stream didn't go so well. I kept having a lot of freezing and stuttering issues happening. And I wanted to fix all of it, but that is a 6.5 hour video, and to be honest, a lot of the gameplay stuff wasn't super important, but the cutscenes were to me, especially the ending cutscenes where it cut out and stuttered about twice. So, attached to this, after I finished talking, I've gone and fixed the ending cutscene. This starts at the point where Zeri gives Yvonne a hand right after the battleship event. Keep in mind this is all obviously spoilers if you haven't seen the stream. The sections start at the beginning of the video and go about a minute later or so. And then there's another section for about the last 2 minutes of the credit roll leading into the what happened to the characters. That was also pretty choppy that I replaced as well. So hope that makes the experience a little cleaner to watch.
Look! There's the signal! Well, this is it. Everybody ready to pull? All together now!
Sure, let's go!
And just a little more!
Let's move! Right! Cosette, don't! Hold on tight!
I can't believe it! I'm so glad you're safe!
We did it. Yeah.
EC, 1937. On the 21st of December.
Froze again. That was such a bad time too. Dang it. That was like, there's like a 1 minute frame right there where I just like really did not want it to freeze, and it did. Ugh. Oh well.
Upon the death of Baldrin Gossenarl, the Archduchess Cordelia called for the unilateral surrender of all remaining rebel forces. Their shattered army was defeated, and the civil war that had spanned the last year drew to a close. South of the capital, the Landseal Royal Military Academy reached its own conclusion in the following days. Its campus destroyed by the rebel invasion and its name tarnished by the news of human experimentation, the venerable academy closed its doors. Yet its grounds still served one final purpose, as the cadets of Class G gathered to hold a graduation ceremony of their own in the shadow of its bell. We're here today to celebrate your graduation. Thinking back over the year we've spent together, my head spins at all that's happened. But all things, both good and bad, must eventually come to an end. Like seeds carried off on a warm spring wind, each of you will venture out into the world and find a place of your own. And though that's as it should be, I can't help but feel our parting is bittersweet. I'm going to miss you. As you begin the next chapter of your lives, we could not have asked for a finer day to make our farewells. Yes, fortune has smiled upon us.
Yo, Teach! Hey, that's enough with the sappy speeches already. Don't tell me you're going soft on us.
Yeah, seriously. A little more fire and brimstone, please.
Yeah, give it to us good!
Right down to the very end. Hopeless, a lot of you.
Hey guys! Class G may be graduating from Land Seal today. But don't think that means we're gonna fade away. Our whole future's out there waiting for us. And I'll see you there! Come on, Class G! We graduated!
Alright, credit roll, there we go. So, that was not a great way to end the game, unfortunately. I didn't think I was going to run into that many problems in the stream, to be honest. It just kept happening. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is, as soon as the video gets online, I'm going to download it and then take it off. Try to edit cutscenes in as best as I can. Any that kind of got dropped. I think I lost half of 2 or something. And then re-upload that. So, just because they were missing quite a bit of stuff in some important areas, let's just say that. That being said, I did enjoy that final part. That really did make the game end well. And I got to finish off with the sandwich technique, which made me happy. Definitely try to see if I can look into updating those drivers or figuring out what's wrong. Never had a problem with this capture card until just really recently. And of course, there are a lot more sections to this game that, I didn't go into. I think every playable character in the game has 3 different classmate missions, which I'm certain I probably didn't even do a quarter of. And I'm not really interested enough to go back and do any of that kind of stuff. However, it's certainly a really great game if you can get past some of the padding that, kind of get introduced into it. You have to do 4 missions for the month before you can do the story mission, that kind of thing. Whereas, the last game felt it's a story mission after story mission after story mission, and this is no, you've got to do 4 pad missions until you can actually play more into the game. It's kind of annoying. But that being said, it's pretty decent. I've made my decision more or less how we're gonna do the rest of the series. I'm gonna wait until Valkyria Chronicles 4 comes out and then do a Let's Play of that. And then after that, at some point, I'll come back and do Valkyria Chronicles 3. I don't think it's necessary to know the 3rd game to appreciate the story in 4, because they're all kind of more or less happening at different times, and none of the stories happen at the exact same time. And the fact that we know the 1st game, I think, is more than enough to really get a good picture of the 4th one. And overall, it's a lot of fun just to kind of, just strategize in the game, come up with the best techniques, and then find out, like I did today, that sometimes you can just cheese the crap out of the game and it'll still work out sometimes. And that's the fun part. I really love finding some dumb way to cheese the game, some stupid thing, like that one mission I did where I finished off and I needed one more rocket, and I basically had to send Cosette on a suicide march to give Reiner some ammo, and then Reiner was able to finish. I remember that one being particularly great. I like that one. So I think this is a good game that suffers from some padding, and as long as they fix that for the 4th game, which from what I've heard, the 3rd game is really good too, then I'm really not worried about it. I think it'll go over well. Yeah, I'm really good at the cheesing part. I don't know, I just get frustrated sometimes, and it's like, can I just run through here? Like, I feel like I should be able to, and then when you do, it's really gratifying. It's the same kind of feeling as, back when I used to play the Halo games, trying to figure out how to jam a vehicle into a section that's clearly not meant to have a vehicle in it. That was super gratifying as well, in that same kind of way. Where you just find a way to do something that you're not exactly supposed to, but the game lets you do. That's fun. I like that kind of thing. Bonk. But yeah, I'll try to fix this stuff, capture card streaming in the future. I've done capture card streaming before. Didn't have issues with it. Well, had small issues, but by and large, not too many problems. It was mostly issues with trying to record and stream at the same time. It got a little grumpy about that, but regular streaming wasn't a problem. I did, like, the first and second Danganronpas like that. So it's either, you know, a driver thing with the new laptop. People were suggesting overheating, but I've never had problems with it overheating. And I felt it doesn't feel hot. Somebody suggested fraps being a problem. I don't even have fraps installed on this computer, so it's not that. I'll look more into it. It doesn't affect recordings. It just affects the preview video, which is what you're looking at right now, actually. Like it previously stated, there's no real easy way for this capture card to stream directly. Which is kind of something I don't like about it. And it's kind of something where I'm like, maybe I should get another one. But it still works mostly. And it froze again, dang it! Right when I'm talking about it. So, I don't know if it's a driver problem, or if it's broken, or what. Nothing else I can say it's not a RAM problem, because I did upgrade the RAM and it's doing the exact same thing. I was really hoping to get like an end of story right there where Cosette and Yvonne end up getting married or whatever. I feel like that's totally gonna happen. Oh, maybe it's gonna happen now.
Hubert Brixham toiled tirelessly to rebuild Landseal. Though he was nominated for headmaster of the new academy, he demurred, claiming to be the worst possible choice. Today, he continues his work as a professor, instilling a spirit of duty in Gallia's youth. LES moved in with Cosette after
Oh, they
graduation.
don't? Dang it.
She attends a horticultural school where her green thumb has allowed her to excel. Recently, her Lion's Paw Paradise won praise at a national landscaping competition. She dreams of seeing Gallia covered in
Froze
flowers.
again. Let's get it back in place. For
Cosette
Cosette's.
Colehurst
There you go.
entered medical school with a full scholarship. There, her willingness to look beyond race and nationality attracted attention among academics and practicing physicians. Though she's often quite busy, she steals away with a basket of food to share with her old friends from Landseal as often as she can. Zeri joined the Gallian army, rising to lieutenant. Despite continuing prejudices within the military, his innate brilliance and versatility honed at Landseal have won him the respect of his peers. He swears the memento he wears on his left arm has brought him luck to this day. Avon Hardin set off to travel Gallia, aiding in the reconstruction effort in each town he passes. His friends in the martial and medical fields often join him in lending a helping hand. Today, his journey continues. The memories of those he met at Landseal etched forever in his heart. He remains ever eager to meet new friends, and with them shape Gallia's future.
And everyone else wasn't important. Oh yeah, and she died. You already know her story.